Hello world, this old staff here again making another video. You know how I roll. Well, more or less, kind of graphically funny, but you all can hear me. Just like I experienced during my regular international travels, I experienced the same thing here when I came back to Panama. As many of my people know, I was in Panama 35 years ago, stationed on Howard Air Force Base. We were a little unit of the Air Force Base 703rd Combat Infantry. We were a quick reactionary force. We could go anywhere in the country in 24 hours. So, a little combat battalion, Special Forces, was stationed on Howard Air Force Base 35 years ago. So, things have changed since the military left here. Anyway, while coming through the Tacoma International Airport, they was all ready for when they was on the flight Copa. They poisoned my drinks. You know, I made myself immune to the poison. I had a little sniffles every now and then. When I came through the airport, at the e-travel QR code, they had about 10 to 13 little girls blocking the code. And they gave me a little paper form to fill out, but they were not aware that I filled out my e-travel form 2 days before I left the Philippines. So their modus operandi, what they were planning on doing, was having me complete the paper form, and somehow the paper form would have got lost, and there would have been no registered entry of me entering Panama. And of course, their elimination tactics, they could have said he was never here. But I registered e-travel before I left the Philippines. When I got to the airport, my cell phone that was compromised couldn't download the QR code, but I received the email notification. So I went to another tablet that was not compromised, and of course it popped up. Of course, the entities at the immigration passport places saying I didn't have it, they were all part of the setup. The QR code or the e-travel registration credentials was in the computers. He lied. So of course, as I came through the airport, I was being pushed by a lady while I'm handicapped. I told her I wanted to go to do a exchange of currency funds. She ignored me. Didn't speak English. So I went outside, got a cab. They had, I guess, a bigger black guy trying to step up to me, so I got out of my chair and I told him, fight or stand down. I was pissed. They tried to challenge my courage because he stood down. So when he took me here to the close area of La Manzana, where I'm currently staying, he let me out right down the street and said that yellow building was Manzana. Of course, it was not. When I walked up and saw there was no signage on the building, he was gone. So a nice young gentleman at a restaurant called Istanbul, I think, I paid him $20, but he was also working for the enterprise, walking around their politicians and the police. We walked around for about 45 minutes to an hour, and he was taking me to all the people he thought I would be scared of. It didn't work. So I showed up here at La Manzana on the date indicated on my e-travel. I think it was the 9th or the 4th, the 2nd. So I showed up, and they're doing the same things they do everywhere else. They are utilizing passive-aggressive tactics. They stalk, taunt, and harass their targets in an attempt to get their target to communicate an insult, rude behavior, a threat, or an assault. All the staff, the police, the civilian citizens, everywhere I go, they're either trying to be intimidating or they're making themselves available to be threatened, insulted, or assaulted. They're looking to use their favorite phrases. All I was doing was, all I said was, all I did was. and they want to claim to be a victim. It's what they do. But a lot of them, they don't communicate information about me to their counterparts. They're just the next batch. Everybody that's encountered with me before know I don't take bait. Right? Setups don't work unless the target takes bait. Everybody before I got here knows that I cannot be made scared or intimidated. So for me, it's entertainment. I went down to the cell phone store and got 2 SIM cards. I noticed a white couple come in there with their cell phone, and the lady that was working on their cell phone came over to my cell phone, and they were putting codes into my phone. I said, that phone has nothing to do with my 2 phones. That phone needs to go back over there. So she walked away, and I told them before I left yesterday, make sure this phone can call that phone can call my other phone. I forgot about it. Short-term memory loss. So when I got back to my room, I thought I'd try it. Phone didn't work. The cell phone carriers, the cell phone SIM card people, they act like they're doing what the consumer wants them to do, but they're programming the phone, right, to be intercepted by their counterparts. It's all on camera in the phone store. So what they do is they intercept all communications of their targets. They respond pretending to be the entities that their targets are communicating with. Violation of privacy laws. Everywhere. This is what they do. They are everywhere, but a lot of people don't know who I am because they don't tell anybody who I am. How many countries I got fucked up now? So I've sent 3 emails to the White House. I received email confirmation from the White House presidential correspondence. They have received it. I've also notified the Justice Department, the Attorney General, Associate Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, Inspector General, National Security, FBI, Legislative Affairs, and other entities. They all received the emails. So I decided, like I do in all the countries I go to, I am unpredictable. They thought I was going to be leaving on the 9th. I extended to the 16th. Now they may think I'm going to leave on the 16th. I may and I may not. I like to keep them guessing. I'm unpredictable. And they do not tell their counterparts before they engage with me that I taught psychological warfare. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, Department of Defense Federal EO officer, 27 federal certificates of training, A+ certified, C++ certified, used to build computers, and a lot more other credentials. See, they see me as a regular nigga. You know, stupid, dumb, naive, missing teeth. They didn't tell them my teeth got knocked out in a fight with 3 men. And I've been working with VA to get my teeth fixed for now 6 years. VA wants to put me under general anesthesia so they could kill me. So I notified all the various entities of my 127 police reports to police computers, the intelligence and the kiosks in the jail, and also my VA medical records. Now, there's still a question that is unanswered. They're trying to scare and intimidate me, but no one is telling me what they're trying to scare me into doing. I have no idea. Every time I walk around the main shopping center here, I see police, I see people in uniform with guns and white people trying to be scary to me. I go right to them and I check them around the spot. But to them, I guess it's the first time, but the people that know me, that work part of the criminal enterprise, knows I don't take bait, I control my emotions, and if I'm disrespected by anyone, I will get in their face and check them. I do it all the time. But every time I go to a different country, they just say, there he is, but they do not tell them anything about me. And they look stupid as hell trying to do shit to me that just don't work. They don't understand. I'm having fun with them. I am having a blast. So I extended my stay here for another week. Spent about $600 this morning shopping on clothes and food. You know, I'm digging in, and I may extend yet again because I am having fun. See, I'm ex special forces. I can fight, but I'm smart enough not to. I have discipline. And the main battle concept, if you can see the enemy, touch the enemy, or talk to the enemy with very little effort, it is a setup. They want to be victims. But setups do not work. They are combat ineffective if the target does not take the bait. They want to use their favorite phrases. All I was doing was, all I said was, all I did was, and I'm a victim. But that shit doesn't work unless the people they are pursuing takes the bait. I was diagnosed with clairvoyance, Sigma empath, by one of their own VA mental health providers. He told me to go on a YouTube and learn which one I am. My heritage of Sioux Indian tribe. I'm Creole Spanish Indian. I'm a Hioka. And I do everything the Hioka stereotype program does. I'm a rebel. I don't hate anybody, I just don't follow the grain. I use humor to de-escalate a toxic environment, right? If people are mean to me with aggressive attitudes, I reflect that image back to them. So I'm having fun with them, so I extended for another week. This will be the 15th video I've made. I'll be uploading this one here on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok sooner or later. And I have to notify the White House and let them know that I have extended here for another week. And I will receive another confirmation email once they receive it. So once again, I'm laying here chilling in the bed, kind of sore, walking around, not taking pain meds. I'm gonna take that shit. That shit hurt. But anyway, old school, back on duty. Peace out. Bam.